Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bluegrass Christmas 130 as we're here tonight as these Bluegrass boys are getting ready to get it going down here on the beautiful Road America. We do know these drivers, they do not like the road courses, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers manage as well as we see right here. This is one of those turns that was really having an issue last night as you see that 9 of Justin Winters getting really messed up there, but got a lot of drivers out here tonight. We only had about 11 or 12. I want to say it was 12 drivers last night. So really looking to see a lot more happening here tonight as the Cup drivers are going to be battling it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chris, I heard you talking about maybe some of the drivers not liking it too much, but we'll say when I was loading into session earlier, saw a lot of A license, C license, B license, and some pretty good, just 2,000, 1,500 I ratings with some A license and some good safety ratings. So expecting to see a little bit more of a race up here towards the lead tonight. We know we got guys like Zack Nichols back in the field this week. Haven't really got to see him on the road course as much as some of our other drivers in the Bluegrass field. So I'm excited to see how he's going to open it up. Looks like he's already going buck wild right now. I want to say that's his first out lap, or his first lap it is, so he'll have one more time to go. Looks like he is going to go back to pit road and reset. And you see Frankie Barroso out on track. So like I was saying, a lot of these drivers going to take to Road America here tonight, and a track that has a lot of history. I mean, we've seen this, it is an FIA grade 2, so we've never seen anything like Formula 1 cars, but we have seen all the way from kart, names like I had this on the top of my head, and as soon as I start to talk about it, I forget. But either way, we've seen a lot of fast race cars around here. I mean, kart, IndyCar, LM cars, GT2s. I mean, we see a lot of them, and I mean, tonight it's going to be no different. We're going to have a lot of fast race cars out there that maybe don't take these turns like some of the cars I just named. I mean, you have to think a lot of downforce, a lot of aerodynamics on those road course cars. But we're bringing out a car that's meant to go right, slapping a different spoiler on it, changing a little bit in the adjustment on the toe and camber, and saying, hey, go out there and turn right now, buddy. That's what I think really makes stock car racing on these road courses really fun. It's just it's awesome. And I remembered the name, Al Unser Jr. I don't know why I couldn't think of Al Unser Jr. That was the name I was trying to think of. For some reason, Ari Lyondike was trying to come out, which is a kart driver, Indy driver. I mean, go look up Ari Lyondike if you want to see what what a real man should look like. And I say that in the most non-disrespectful way ever, but you should just go look up Ari Lyondike. I think you see him and you're gonna be like, dang, he's right, I kind of want to look like him. As either way, get back on topic here. We've got some 211 6.7s. Aaron Smith the second. I was actually looking at him. He was one of the drivers with the A license, I noticed. And I was going to say to you, Chris, Aaron Smith, we always call him the school bus because he drives that yellow machine. He was one of those drivers that, just looking at his I rating and safety rating, I was like, oh yeah, he's going to be one of those drivers that's going to be faster tonight. And 2 seconds faster than Gabriel Ellison that's currently sitting in second. We'll see these faster lap times come in as we still got a good bit of drivers left to qualify. But, man, right now, if you look at the way Aaron Smith is driving this car around this Road America course, out of turn 14 and up the straightaway. He is booking it, but it looks like he's just going to go ahead and dive it down pit road. As it's one of my favorite things. If you notice when people go down pit road, you'll hear the beeps. I love that. I don't know why. If you're not aware what that is, on these road courses, it's to signify that cars are entering pit road. Sure you didn't know that, or sure a lot of you knew that, and if you didn't, there you go. As Brandon Holder, that was a man that won our race last night, Chris, in Xfinity.
Yeah, we're gonna see if he has the same amount of drive to pull it out like he did last night. He was one of those drivers that didn't really qualify towards the front. So last night we saw Brad Gebhardt qualify in the front and then slowly fall back as the night went on. So we'll see if Aaron Smith can hang on to that pole position, or if or if they're going to have anything to offer here. Brandon Holder's going to have anything to offer for that Aaron Smith machine. See, a lot of these drivers are, like we were saying, a lot of these drivers don't really care for the road courses, but, you have to learn how to drive them to get that little bit of experience. So, it's just, it's one of those things where you just kind of got to get good at it, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these drivers drive here tonight.
Brandon Holder going to promote himself about 5, 6, 7 tenths. Not sure of his first lap time at 100%. It was a 2:15 in the mid 2:15s. But he did just set himself at a 2:14.65. That's going to move him up currently into that 6th spot. But Ryan Campbell, 2:13.881. That was his last time by. Let's see if he can improve in that number 80 Toyota Camry. As last night, we saw him end his night right there, coming out of turn 1 down the hill on the last lap, Chris, battling for 2nd place.
Yeah, he had just said that, I was battling with a wrecked race car already, so it was fun while it lasted. So, hey, Ryan Campbell just out there having fun, and maybe tonight it'll be a different turn of events. He had a little bit of practice like Brandon Holder did, so maybe he'll get out here and throw down completely different. We don't know.
Yeah, and as they get up the hill here into turn 6, as Chris is going to get the points up on the screen. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Yeah,
SDK
it's not working. Is currently being goofy on the screen.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out how to get that sorted out. I do apologize. We're going to get some... Chris is probably going to just go ahead and get the... so we're going to probably work to get some images here soon. Maybe work up some more images again. Been slacking a little bit with our... I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but just been slacking overall. And we're going to be Gucci here soon. We'll get those points working out. But either way, Chris is going to go ahead and get those points read out to you.
Yeah.
As we're getting closer to this round of 16.
We'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait until because it's only got about 10 seconds until the qualifying things. We'll go through the grid, and as we're getting ready, we'll run through the points as we're getting closer to that end. Right now, Aaron Smith going to be sitting in the pole as you see the 80 of Brandon Holder just pulling Ronnie shirt. Excuse me, Ryan Campbell.
Yeah, I remember the 9 of Bryce Hunter did that same thing last night as well, but got away with it. As it looks like we do have our grid qualified. Looks like we had a lot of drivers. Maybe select not to qualify. So I'm looking to try to just find names right now, seeing where everybody did qualify. I'm looking at, this saying I'm looking for names, trying to see where everybody qualified. Like, I'm not literally about to call them out and tell you where they qualified, so. But, as you're seeing our field get gridded up here, we'll just let a couple cars pop in. You see those virtual fans back there standing by that, what is that, the Road America Center? It's got the little Skip Barber sign. They've got a good view right here. A good little view of the racetrack. Coming up the hill into turn 14 right here. But either way, as we'll go ahead and start getting through your grid, it looks like we got a lot more cars gridded up. As it seems where it stands, it's going to be Aaron Smith II, the school bus. He's going to be lining up in that P1 position here tonight. Sitting in that outside lane. Even on the road courses, he seems like he can do it. It's going to be that 04 Martin Sports of Matthew T. Lee. Row number 2 here is going to be held by that number 12 of Frankie Barroso as he sits in 3rd place. And not gridded up yet is going to be that 54 of Matt Kemp sitting in that P4 spot. Gabriel Ellison also has not currently gridded up at the moment. He will be lining up in that P5 position. Ryan Campbell going to be starting P6 here tonight in that Glove Box Motorsports machine. Oh, there's Gabriel Ellison. You saw him pop up there for a second. As Wyatt Brackett going to be in that 7th spot in that number 10 machine. Then it's going to be Brandon Holder, last night's Xfinity race winner here at Road America, lining up in that P8 spot. Jimmy Allen, that number 16 National Guard, one of last season's Championship 4 contenders. He is going to be lining up in that 9th position with Alex Huffman, last season's actual champion. He is going to be lining up in that 10th spot in that old school diecast Chevy Camaro. Then it's going to be Adam Lancaster in that 11th spot with Scott Fritz in 12th. Dustin Slider going to be lining up in that 13th position with Mo Abbott in 14th. Matt Grenier going to be lining up 15th here tonight with David Sheets in that 16th position. Get to Zack Nichols, who is going to be lining up in that 17th spot. Mikey Neal Jr., excuse me, going to be lining up in that 18th position. So it looks like as Edward Shearer going to be lining up in that 19th spot. Morgan Bard going to be lining up in 20th. As my SDK is going really crazy now. Wait, is the green flag already out? Oh my goodness,
yeah,
they didn't do a full pace lap.
Yeah, okay.
They busted in a half pace lap. Do apologize about that.
Yeah, whoa, okay, so green flag's out.
I was expecting the pace car just to pick them up there. Maybe take them a formation lap, but we've already got racing on the track. They were saying, hey, watch out, guys, we're going. As we've already got trouble, Brandon Holder, oh no. Brandon Holder already off the track in turn number 2. The 8 of Alex Huffman as well, no. Oh, is Brandon Holder beached? Confused. Was he crashed? Did his game crash? Not sure. We'll get back up here to the right of the lead. Do apologize about that. Did not expect them to go straight to green flag. Last night we had like a formation lap, so that was one of those just kind of caught us off guard here, but we're rolling. We're going as that Martin Sports 04 of Matthew T. Lee out to the lead here on lap number 1 as they get it down the hill into the carousel right here lined up for turn number 11, the kink, as they'll get down set up for Canada Corner here in just a moment. But this is one of my favorite sections on the track here at Road America. Especially very fun in an Indy car, just getting the car set up, getting it really wide. I love driving this track here in Xfinity cars especially. As you're going to see him get onto the brakes here, really get it set up, car settled. We saw Ronnie Shirt go wide here. See if we've got any drivers that are going to do the same thing as Matt Kemp. Tire off a little bit, as you're going to see Wyatt Bragg and Jimmy Allen and co get back to there in the back. But we're going to watch in the Canada Corner here, one of the harder braking zones. As you're going to see Matthew T. Lee get around. And here comes Aaron Smith, Matt Kemp, Gabriel Ellis, and Frankie Barroso. That'll be your top 5 currently as they roll up through turns number 13 and into turn number 14 to get back to the straightaway for the first time tonight and to take the end of lap number 1.
Yeah, stage break's going to be at lap 8 and lap 18. So we're going to have that stage break, lap 8 going to lap 9, and then lap 18 going to lap 19. It's going to be coming up the hill, so that way they don't have to do a full pace lap around. So a lot of these drivers are going to be looking for that stage break. That's going to be one thing that they're really hoping for, because we do know these drivers, they want to get bunched back up so they can be racing for position. Once you get spread out like this, it can be really hard.
Yeah, and I got to say, biggest gainer on lap 1, Zack Nichols, up 8 spots, started all the way back in that 16th position, currently sitting in 9th. As my math could be wrong there. I really don't know what that is, that addition is on that. That's why I almost failed math, but either way, Zack Nichols is up a lot of positions, man. Started all the way back towards the back, now sitting in 9th. This is an opening lap to talk about here on lap number 1. As he is going to get it woed down here for turn number 5. And take that hard left-handers. We'll go back here on your board with your leader. And we've got a 3-car tango up here. Gabriel Ellison just kind of hanging on there a little bit. As this is the good theme. Usually here at a road course, you'll see the pack get built up at the start, and then more towards the little bit later half of the second lap, you'll usually see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 cars kind of pull themselves out and just gap the field. That's usually how it goes at these road courses. A lot of traffic. Clean air does a lot here on these road courses. You would think, oh, I mean, there's just go as fast as the guy in front of you. It's really hard to do that. I mean, especially when you've got 20, 30 cars sometimes and you're trying to brake for the same turn. You got to brake a lot earlier than the guys up front, and they get away a lot quicker. As yeah, we're seeing some hard racing here early on lap 2. So into Canada Corner they go again, as Scott Fritz going to get her around here, as you see Mo Abbott behind him as well.
Yeah, one of the things about these road course
Mikey
races,
Neal just got scarily loose right there, coming through the kink.
Yeah, one of the things about these road course races, we're going to try to go through and just get everybody on the camera, so that way we can see where the closest battles and everything are right now. Going into the Canada Corner, yeah, you see a lockup there from the 21 of Morgan Bard. He's going to get it slowed up, but well, it looks like Frankie Barroso's around.
Oh, he's Frankie Barroso was running good too.
Yeah, he's over.
He's still running in 5th.
Out in the Canada Corner, he's going to go out in turn 12.
Oh, 9th,
go into,
excuse me.
Oh, excuse me. That's actually going to be turn 14. He's going to go
yeah,
out.
14.
A lot of turns here, a lot of turns.
You can get lost here really quick.
Yeah, you really can. You get lost at where you're at. You're like, oh, this looks familiar, and then the next thing you know, oh my goodness, you're in somewhere else. Because right now we've got the track map up on the screen. That way you can follow the drivers that you're looking for. Just look for the driver number. If you can't see it, we'll try to keep it up on the screen as much as you can, so that way you can see where your drivers are. But right now, seems like the Lucky Duck Motorsports guys have pretty much got a gap built up between them guys. Who've got Matt Kemp kind of falling in behind them. So Matt Kemp seems like he's trying to hold on to this 3rd place position, trying to keep Gabriel Ellison behind him.
Yeah, but the more I'm watching this 54, I mean, he's only got to go to lap 8 for the stage, so I'm assuming some of these guys may be driving a little bit harder, but he has been driving the wheels off this thing these first 3 laps. I've been seeing that rear end getting sideways, getting out on the curbs aggressively, losing it out into the grass almost. I mean, this 50... Whoa, we got a big wreck! Big wreck here. 06 of David Sheets, Frankie Barroso, the 21 of Morgan Bard. As it doesn't look like much heavy contact, maybe just somebody blew a braking zone, got into the rear bumper and sent somebody around. We'll have to see here. It looks like David Sheets wasn't apart. He looks like he pulled up. Oh, it looks like the 21 just got around self-spin. Okay. We just called it at the wrong time.
Okay, so yeah, it was just that that Sheets machine getting it slowed down, but we see the 21 getting around.
Or no, Lancaster got into him.
Yeah, Adam Lancaster getting into that.
But the 21 is way off the racing line here.
Way hot, getting it locked up, gets down in front of him. Lancaster just gives him the boopity-boop, gets him out of the way. No harm, no foul. That was just one of those things.
Yeah,
kind of can't.
That's road course racing right there.
Kind of can't help it.
One thing I will say is, they always say road course racers usually go over to the short tracks and ovals and do really well, or vice versa. Short track guys can usually do very well on road courses, mostly because of the rhythm and the braking. I do think that's right, but it's just fun to see, these drivers maybe not take some lines that, they're not 100% used to sometimes, and it comes back to bite them. I mean, that 21 of Morgan Bard was way off the racing line on entry. I see what he was doing, though, wide entry to get him set up for the Apex dominant, cut off like maybe a 10th or 2 on entry, but it kind of came back to bite him in the rear end when the 88 of Adam Lancaster was driving up in there hard to his inside, and that 21 had to come back onto the track. It just kind of got him into a situation where, yeah, you could say the 88 maybe could have backed out a little bit. I do agree with that. I mean, he saw the situation he was getting himself into maybe, but that's just racing, man. You don't think about the small things in those, in those moments. It happens all in a millisecond, so just a racing incident there.
All right, well, since we got a little bit of a lull here in this in between this stage break and what's going on, go ahead and bring up those points. Can't bring them up on the screen, but I'll have it taken care of after the Christmas break. Promise you guys, I'll get it taken care of. But Gabriel Ellison is going to be taking over the lead. Zack Nichols dropped back 3 points after missing that race last week. So Zack Nichols has a lot of room to make up, but right now up 12
he's
positions.
Making it up right now. I was going to say,
yeah,
you can't sit there and talk about the man having to make it up when he is doing it big time. That 44 machine missed a week, had some other commitments he had to be to, but this week he is back and he is in a full potential. He is moving right now. For a second, the way my camera's changed, it looked like when we switched to Aaron Smith, I saw a car off track, and my stomach dropped.
Yeah, no, CJ Mason was off track. I was just checking to make sure. But also, we're just going to go ahead and keep rolling. Is Gabriel Ellison going to be your points leader with Matthew Lee jumping up 2 points as well in that second position? Matt Kemp going to be in third with Zack Nichols in fourth. Mikey Neal going to round out your top 5 in points. Edward Shear going to be in sixth. Brandon Holder in seventh. Ryan Campbell in eighth. Adam Lancaster is going to be in 9th. Douglas Newbigging going to be in 10th. 11th, Wyatt Brackett. Frankie Barroso going to be in 12th position. Matt Grenier going to be in that 13th position. Aaron Smith in 14th. Scott Fritz in 15th. Mo Abbott 16th. John Swartz in 17th. David Farmer is going to be in 18th. Justin Winters in 19th. And his teammate Alex Huffman going to round out your top 20 as it's starting to really shape up right now. But like we said, Zack Nichols still has a little bit of time to charge back up here and take back over that points lead.
And, surprisingly, big wad from Zack Nichols.
Oh, as I say it, commentator curse, I am sorry, Zach.
That is very uncharacteristic from the 44 mistake. Like we said, haven't got to see how the 44, the 54, all those guys really, besides the Circuit of Americas, we haven't got to see much other road course poise from these guys. And the 44 looks like he's eating those tires up just a little bit after he got off track, having to try to get them readjusted here. But that 80 of Ryan Campbell should have the run here down to turn 5. Down to turn 5 as you see 04 Matthew T. Lee getting into 05. Or turn 5, excuse me, the 04, and then I said the 05, whatever. As you're going to see the 44, or 54 of Matt Kemp, that is. The 44 actually did beat the 80 of Ryan Campbell through the braking zone. Looks like code red is averted, as he is going to get rolling here, as Edward Shearer you saw there for a moment. But get back up here. Aaron Smith in that 04 of Matthew T. Lee doing a good job right now. They're starting to do a little bit of a Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton style up here, just really pushing each other to that next level. So it looks like Jimmy Allen's off track a little bit, as he's going to have the one of Scott Fritz at 3 of Mo Abbott, and that 25 of Mikey Neal Jr., where if you watch that 25 coming through turn 11 getting in through the kink. He keeps getting loose through there. I'd be surprised if we wouldn't. Oh, Jimmy had a big moment. Didn't see that damage when we were looking at his camera the first time, but he took a big shot to the tire barrier as he's still going to be out in the lead of these 3 packs of cars. Watch Mikey Neal Jr. here as he gets through the kink out of the carousel here. I've been watching that car get really loose here these past couple times on the apron. Wouldn't be surprised if he sends it in here hard behind this traffic, but he's a smart driver.
Woo! It's like Justin Winters.
Front end trying to go around, but he's willing that son of a gun around the kink, man. I saw him like 2 times in a row in the back get loose on the apron, and I was just like, woo, he was willing that dog. And it looked like Justin Winters did go off track. No damage, though, it seemed to appear from what we saw. But Aaron Smith now, maybe a little bit of a gap that wasn't there a moment ago, has started to form. But here back on, your points leader, Gabriel Ellison, chasing down that 54 of Matt Kemp. As we've got a some good bit of racing here left to go. Only on lap 6. These road courses, man, 4-mile road courses, a big old joint here to get around. It's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna see these drivers switching positions. I'm sure here after the stage break, a lot of these drivers that have worked their way up. Zack Nichols for sure, I'm sure, is gonna be able to grab some extra these new tires and get a little bit of extra pace, get a little bit of extra speed, and maybe pick up a few more spots here after the stage break. But right now, it's been all Matthew T. Lee and Aaron Smith. It looks like Matthew Lee is now starting to slowly pull himself away from your pole sitter, that 70 of Aaron Smith.
Yeah, right now, Matt Kemp's doing a good job holding on to that 3rd spot. You're seeing him getting really loose coming out of the corner, so you can see him really trying to dig that car, trying to make up that position. He has a win at Daytona and also at Nashville, so not a driver that's shied away from getting up in the front and really showing the boys that he knows what he's doing. So Matt Kemp, though, just not able to hang on to that front 2 packs. These 2 teammates up here, Matthew Lee, Aaron Smith, you can definitely tell they've been practicing this track a little bit together, because they're definitely running off and leaving everybody. It looks like Dustin Slider and the 94 of Edward Shear off right now.
Yeah, they're lucky they didn't get involved on that rejoin with some other cars. As the 70 looks like he's battling his car a little bit. Pits will close this time. As the 54 Matt Kemp, a little bit out in the gravel. Just that side is such a gravel, man. Can really bite you. As Aaron Smith using all the runoff he can right there up the hill through 14. Matt Kemp loose. Or 13, excuse me, is down into 14 they go. Matt Kemp is willing that puppy right now. As off the track he's going to go. Oh, he's in it. He's in it. He stayed in it.
Yeah, so Gabriel Ellison going to get around him. Looks like Brad Neer also went off track. So now we've got a Lucky Duck Motorsports 1, 2, 3. So like we were saying, it looks like these boys have definitely had their practice out here tonight, or these last couple of nights, because they're definitely starting to pull away from everybody. Matt Kemp just getting really hot into turn 14. Now he's got that 44 Zack Nichols all over his back bumper, but Zack Nichols slowly starting to reel in everybody.
Yeah, Zack Nichols is catching up to Matt Kemp, his teammate. After Kemp went off into the grass, man, I love that you could just hear him staying in the throttle and just absolutely not lifting. As you hear the early downshifts here, it is a dog box sequential shifter. So you just have to blip on downshifts, no clutch on upshifts. I learned that about almost a full 6 months into playing the sim. I was driving Daytona Road Course with a guy named Taylor, and he said, "Hey Josh, you can just hit this with a dog box. It's not like a manual, like an actual manual like that. You don't have to use the clutch. You just blip on downshift," and changed my life on road course racing ever since. As Gabriel Ellison, yeah, Matt Kemp is falling back to Zack Nichols.
Yeah, so Zack Nichols going to go ahead and promote himself into that 4th spot. Now he's chasing down that 77 of Gabriel Ellison, so probably going to see a pass for 3rd here before too long. Is Zack Nichols going off course? He's going to get it. He's going to get it under control. Not going to really affect him. He's just going to slow up just a little bit. but still not going to have control under that car. So Zack Nichols doing a really good job moving himself up 13 positions right now.
That might not have looked scary, but I guarantee you that 44 was full pucker and didn't have a single bit of oxygen in his body. It left. That probably took the breath away from him. It scared him. That is a scary moment as you see the 77 getting all sorts of loose up there. Like he's got a hive of beeves in his car and he's trying to swat him away. Or he dropped his phone. You know when you drop your phone, you're trying to get out of the crevice? That's the worst thing ever. As the 04, the 70 going to bring it. This should be the white flag for this stage, as pits did close the last time by. See the 04, yeah, this definitely is still they're still racing for sure. That 04 is digging. As 70 of Aaron Smith still right behind that 04 machine. Good to see that these boys both did their homework here tonight, because they are rolling, and they're rolling strong. This is a good race we got between these two.
Yeah, as you start to see the gap, the separation between Matthew Lee and Aaron Smith starting to slowly separate now out to a 7/10 gap. Gabriel Ellison, his other teammate, is falling back to about a 7-second gap now. So you're going to have to make up a lot of space in that 77 machine. But like we were saying, Zack Nichols really starting to put the pressure on the 77. Coming down the hill. You also see the 54 Matt Kemp getting all kinds of crazy.
He could be around. I couldn't tell. We've got that camera blocked. Get back on safely, buddy. Here comes Ryan Campbell. Hopefully he can get slowed up. He did. Man, Matt Kemp is having all sorts of issue here in this late run of the stage. Look at that wheel working around. You can see how loose that race car is. He's probably thinking, man, this thing is possessed right now. On the rumble strips and braking, that's just a recipe for disaster. What that does is when you're on those rumble strips, you know, they are painted, so when those wheels get on there and you're using the brakes, the tires necessarily aren't gripping to the road because they're on a painted surface, so you're getting, in a sense, wheel hop when you're braking on those curbs, and you're not getting the full braking performance out of the race car. That's why you see a lot of guys, when they get on those curbs, lock up or stuff like that, because it is a painted surface. It's not asphalt, so just being on that curb just a little bit can kill the braking performance of that car by 10%, or by 10 times, excuse me.
Yeah, so one of those things to watch out is hopping up on those curbs. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the Facebook and the YouTube chat real quick.
Caution's out.
Caution's out. So, yeah.
Looks like that is it.
The stage break.
Looks like they're throwing the caution a little early because they do not want to have to go a whole way around the track to get the pace car.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
They did this last night in the Xfinity race, so...
Yeah, that's
just
what they were saying.
They don't have to go a whole lap around again. So the pace car is there, but they're going to respectfully race. Yeah, Matthew T. Lee, though, going to pick up your stage win here.
So I see Brandon over in the YouTube chat saying, what happened to the 95? I honestly do not know what happened to Jonathan Swartz. He has not put a lap in. So if I click on him here,
yeah, he's not even showing up.
Yeah, he's not even in the session. So
make sure I didn't have any disconnects.
Yeah, Jonathan Swartz
hold on.
Not in the session.
Okay, so I got from Jason Collins. He decided to sit this race out. He just wasn't comfortable racing tonight.
Well, there you go, Brandon. That is why the 95 is not in his car. He just was not feeling comfortable behind the wheel, so decided to just go ahead and sit it out. I respect that. It's better to sit out the race and not do anything than get out there and possibly over brake or do something. Not saying you do something bad, but you just have something happen. You take somebody out that's battling for points or something like that. You just don't want to have any bad will. That's something I could respect.
Some nights you're not feeling it.
Yeah, especially on a road course. I will say Road America is definitely a pain.
Swartz is a road course guy, so it kind of surprised me.
Yeah, I do watch all of his videos on YouTube when he posts them.
Free plug.
Yeah, free plug. If you want to go check out some road course stuff, go check out Jonathan Swartz's YouTube page. He always posts some really fast laps. I've actually used some of his track stuff. I haven't really said anything about it, but I've actually used some of it, like some of his lines and stuff. So 95 has actually helped me out. So Jonathan Swartz, there you go. There's your plug to your YouTube channel.
pace car needs to pick it up, man. We're going 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
I can
definitely.
hear, if it was all those F1 drivers right now, they'd be coming over the radio. Can the pace car speed up, please?
Yeah, this is definitely one of those tracks, though, that if you're not comfortable driving, it can be a handful. You know, coming down turn 4, turn 4, turn 5, that turn that you saw that turn that you saw Matt Kemp get loose coming down into. That is definitely
Bard spun into.
Yeah, that is one of those turns that just, if you're not on it, you're not on it, and it can really, really come back and bite you in the butt if you hit it wrong. So like I said, I could respect that, not really filling the track. So, but we'll get with Matthew Lee after this for your Blanchard Towing Stage 1 winner. We'll have a word with him right after his pit stop. And everyone coming down pit lane, as you see, Matthew Lee leading that train of cars up the hill. So everybody right now going to be pretty much in the same position they were in. It's going to be interesting to see which drivers decide to battle it off pit lane, which ones decide to take, 4 tires, 2 tires, no tires, just fuel. We do have another stage that's going to come up in lap 18 going to 19. So everybody's going to have another chance to come down and get tires and fuel. So it's going to be interesting to see what the play is for these boys right here. Look at that.
I was thinking.
Matt Kemp coming out. Zack Nichols on his way out right now.
Looks like everybody's just going to take gas. Or at least some of the guys are going to take gas. It looks like we got some tire takers in there.
Wyatt Brackett going to promote himself up to the third position. Matthew Lee. Looks like Jimmy Allen might have had an issue.
Was he speeding?
Wonder if he did receive a speeding penalty. Everybody is getting past him, so Jimmy Allen might have received a speeding penalty. We'll see if we get some word from race control. See if we can hear something from him on that. But we'll go ahead and get that Matthew Lee up here for an interview.
Matthew Lee, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, man, looking pretty strong here in the first stage. A little bit of a short stage here, but 8 laps. You've sat out there in the lead since we started it, and that overtake down the hill. But, hey, you're looking pretty strong, man. You and the Lucky Duck guys looking really good here tonight. How are you feeling going into this second stage and through the latter half of this race? What should we expect out of that 04 machine here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. It was a good stage for us to get the lead early there, and I think it's going to be pretty important. I made a couple mistakes there, and Aaron had a shot at me, but it seemed like clean air really seemed big.
Yeah, we know clean air is one of those things here, especially at a track like Road America that can really promote you out there and get you going, get that race car feeling right. But hey, Matthew, it was an excellent job, man. On that first stage, we saw a lot of mistakes from some guys behind you, so I got to say you and Aaron kept them pretty minimal for what there was. And hey, other than that 04 machine looking good like always. We're excited to see what you got left for us here in stage 2.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good rest of your race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you here in a little bit.
Hopefully.
All right, later, man.
Later.
All right, and that was Matthew T. Lee. As we'll get one more lap around before we get to 1 to green, I think. We should, yeah. As we are waiting for the pace laps to get to a halt here so we can get back to some green flag racing. we're going to take you to a side-by-side so you can take or have a word from our sponsor. And, yeah, enjoy that word from our sponsor. We'll take you to a side-by-side, and we'll be right back here with the action. Welcome back here as the cars are now getting through their final lap here. We should be going here in just a moment, as you'll see them get single file here through certain turns. Just pretty sketchy going too wide through a track like this. Too wide sometimes under pace speeds. So you'll see them just get woed up here, get it back to too wide here in a moment. But through the carousel, as we get down into turn 11, about 3 more turns here, 4 more turns before we get back to racing. As now we'll see these drivers, you know, it's going to be interesting to see where we're going to see Zack Nichols and co, you know, on these old tires. We saw some guys not take any tires. As I'm looking right here, it looks like Zack Nichols, Ryan Campbell, and Wyatt Brackett all didn't take tires, and it looks like Matthew Lee, Aaron Smith, and Matt Kemp should have all taken 4 tires and fuel. And then Fritz, Barroso, and Abbott may have taken right sides and fuel, or fuel only. Or left sides, or no, it'd be right sides here. Right sides. They would pit from the right side here first. Either way, you get the gist. Got a lot of guys out here that's mixed on mixed strategies, so this could be a fun restart right here. We can see some guys not be able to make some moves stick that they're going to want to stick. You're going to see a lot of guys on fresh tires trying to get them out of the way. This is about to be a fun little hectic restart. It's going to be a short little sprint here to the second stage, but it's going to be a dang entertaining one. As off of turn 14 they go, the safety car going to pull its way down pit road here. The flagman got the green flag in his hand, not waving it yet. As over the hill they crest, the green flag will wave. Here comes Zack Nichols. Ryan Campbell back to the green flag. We are racing again. Here in the Bluegrass Cup Series, as you see Nichols fanning over to the right side, going to that preferred line on corner entry. You're going to see the 10 Wyatt Brackett to the inside here as he's got Matthew Lee all over the back bumper. Ryan Campbell going to drive it into the inside lane, or to the inside of that door, as it looks like Matthew T. Lee going to get off the corner. Way better than that 80 of Ryan Campbell, as here comes his Lucky Duck Motorsports teammate of Aaron Smith to the inside. You see the back of the field here fanning out, as Mikey Neal Jr. going to pull it out in front of Mo Abbott. And you see that 94 machine of Edward Shear. He's going to be pulling himself around. 77 to Gabriel Ellison out in front of them. As you're just seeing a lot of guys. Morgan Bard, that 21, he's going to get a chance to recover here after that earlier spin down here into this turn exactly right here. Turn 5 has big lockup from the 04 of Matthew T. Lee on those cold tires. He's going to get it woed back up and get under the Wyatt Brackett machine here. Here comes Lee up the hill. He's going to make that move, and he's going to get sideways. Over-aggressive move. He's going to save it. The 04 should lose some time here. It's going to be a sketchy re-entry. Driver's giving him the space, but he is going to cut off that 77 to Gabriel Ellison there. Gabriel going to lose a little bit of that time to the cars in front of him. We'll see how aggressively he pushes this. Very aggressive driving on the restart from some of these cold tires. Maybe a little bit of an inexperienced move there from the 04. That's something you maybe not expect to see from somebody like Matthew T. Lee, who's been doing an excellent job here all night. Just maybe not inexperienced, maybe just a little bit of just trying to we'll just say over-ambitious. I'm not going to, sell my boy Matthew Lee short like that, saying it was inexperienced. That was just a little bit over-ambitious move down into turn 5. And, not turn 5, up the hill in turn 6, and it just happens. As we're seeing big fanning out here still as we come through 11A, 11B, the King down into Canada corners. It sounds like we just heard somebody go through the grass right there. But up the hill, Zack Nichols got himself out in front of the field by almost 2 seconds now in front of Aaron Smith. But Aaron Smith has cleared all that traffic. We'll see if that fresh tire runner is going to be able to get himself back up there as Matthew T. Lee is now working on Ryan Campbell in that 6th spot as he is going to get himself around here and back up the front straightaway. Here comes Gabriel Ellison as well to that inside of that Eddie machine. He's going to use that toe of the 04 of Matthew T. Lee as Matthew T. Lee getting a little bit of a toe from that Barroso machine in that Mark II Era Sports number 12 Chevy Camaro. As they come across the stripe for lap number 13, you're seeing 2 wide racing as Matt Kemp going to go to the inside here of Wyatt Brackett. Into turn number 1, looks like he will make that pass stick. He's going to slide out to that apron, grab traction, and he's got himself up back into the podium spots. Matt Kemp back up to 3rd and chasing down Aaron Smith.
Yeah, I wonder if Matthew Lee, whenever he went off track back there, you did say he cut off that 77. Maybe the 77 let him in. That is his teammate, so maybe he was letting him back in so that way he had somebody to push with and he wouldn't lose the draft. So, it was unfortunate to see that 04 go off track there, but, hey, he's got it back under control now. He's battling with that 12 of Frankie Barroso. Let's see if anything happens here. Whoa, as I say that, Frankie going off of the track.
And the 04 almost followed him. Gabriel's going to say thank you.
See right now,
yeah,
Zack
Matthew
Nichols
was doing good until that, Chris. That was kind of unfortunate. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I was just going to say Zack Nichols really starting to pull off that gap now. He's now down to a 2nd and 3/4 almost. So that 44 machine is really starting to show the pace here. Wasn't able to make the race last week, but he's making up for that missed position now.
Yeah, but don't call Aaron Smith short, man, through the carousel. He just made up like 4 tenths. He's now only 8 tenths back. And through turn 11 here, he's going to have a little bit more driving and grip. He should make up some more turn. There's some more time, and especially through the Canada corner here. He's going to make a lot of grip, or a lot of time with his grip advantage.
As you're seeing right now, just a lot of drivers kind of fanning out, trying to just stay alive. We've got 20 more laps to go here. And our stage break will be coming up in, what, Josh? Is that lap 18?
16?
Lap 18 going to 19.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. My fault. We're coming to lap 14 right now, so
yeah, 4 more laps until that stage break. Having a little bit of issues with the ticker. Still can't get it to set its time or set the laps to how many laps we actually have. It's just showing how many we have left. So not really sure why it's doing that. Maybe, like I said last night, maybe just a road course thing, and that's what it does. But I see we got a couple people over in the Facebook and the YouTube chat. Going to go ahead and go over there. I saw Bryce Hunter at the beginning of the race. That was your 2nd place position winner last night. I do want to say, but he said, hey, guys, let's go racing. He did say that earlier before the race, so just getting to it now. But he is, look at that, Josh Aaron Smith starting to work the inside of the 44.
Yeah, those fresh tires starting to show. Here comes Aaron Smith trying to go to the lead here down into turn 5. Looks like he will make that pass stick. Zack Nichols right out there on corner exit, though, right to the back bumper. As that's going to put Matt Kemp into the battle here now.
He's going to go on board here. We're gonna go on board here with that that Smith machine. You're gonna hear him get it woed down. Get her past that machine.
Kemp just passed Zack Nichols.
Yeah, so Zack Nichols probably having a little bit of an issue here in that machine now. Those older tires just really starting to show their ugly heads. Zack Nichols did come down, not take any tires, but Matt Kemp, Aaron Smith, those two teammates did take tires. So you're seeing that tire advantage really start to show as you're seeing that 70 just really bumping around all over the track up there. Having a really big run, though. Coming down into the Canada quarter. Let's see if they can get it slowed up, going back up the hill. Right now, Gabriel Ellison still trying to push his teammate, the 04 Matthew Lee, back up to that third position after that little bit of a hiccup that 04 had on that restart. He knows he's got that stage brake to lean back on, so he's gonna have a better chance of getting back up here and messing with everybody. Wyatt Brackett, also one of those drivers that came out really up on the listening to something. Sorry, I had something going on in the background. Was listening to it, was getting distracted. But anyway, the Wyatt Brackett machine, he's really starting to fall off a lot. You see Frankie Moroso, who also came out really high up, starting to fall back just a little bit. Mikey Neal Jr., though, up 10 positions, doing a really good job in that 25 machine, moving his way up through the field. So we're getting through turn one here. We've only got a couple more laps till that stage break. You start seeing these boys really start pushing it to the max, trying to get as much position up as they can. But the 70 of Aaron Smith really starting to pull away from that Matt Kemp machine. As right now, whoa, getting her slowed up. The 54 Matt Kemp really having to get on the brakes there. That's going to really hurt those tires. But right now, Matt Kemp starting to pull back up to that 70. You know, that 70 of Aaron Smith having to look in that rear view, watching what's going on. So we'll see if he has anything to say before we go into this stage break. But also over on the YouTube chat, I saw Stephen Nichols saying, "Let's go, Zack Nichols." Good to have you here, Stephen. See Patrick Thompson saying, "Let's go, Mikey." And then Mike Neal saying, "Let's go, Mikey." Then also Sarah Mays. Good to have you here, Sarah Mays. She says, "Come on, Winners and Huffy. Good to have you here tonight." Huffy is currently sitting in 14th, and Justin's currently sitting in 20th. So had a little bit of incidents there early on in the race. So they're kind of sitting towards the middle, the back of the field, but they're still doing good. Still in this race. Right now, Aaron Smith starting to put that gap to Matt Kemp just a little bit more. You saw him really starting to pull away there, or pull in to that 70 machine, but now the 54 Matt Kemp starting to fall off just a little bit. Zack Nichols, though, still in this hunt. He's only a couple of seconds back, 2.3 seconds back from that. Whoa, CJ Mason, it looks like he has an issue. Oh, unfortunate for that 55 machine. That is a slick-looking race car, but does not look good sitting in that dirt trap. Hopefully he does not get beached. Looks like he's going to be able to keep it going. Unfortunate for that 55 machine, just getting her in there a little hot, but see there, Brian Terry also getting around him. So those two teammates just having a little bit of issues here on these road courses. Like we said, whoa, I see Justin Winters. Looks like he had a little bit of an issue. Yeah, whoa, in that same spot. Same spot last night that, oh my goodness, Ronnie Shirk had that incident in. You see the 9 of Justin Winters just all kinds of out of sort back there. Gonna watch him come out of the carousel. See him coming into the Kings. Probably just sitting in there way too hot. Oh, big bump there into the wall. But it's going to keep it going. He'll keep it going. So that Justin Winters machine still actually looks like he might have pulled off the track. Yeah, it does look like, oh no, it looks like maybe had too much damage on that car. It looks like he's no longer on the track. So unfortunate for that. We'll check back with him here in a second. See if that Justin Winters machine did suffer the fatal damage. But right now, Matt Kemp starting to slowly fall off. He's now down to a second gap between him and Aaron Smith. So yeah, you're starting to see that time starting to fall off really good. Bryce Hunter saying, "Hey, that looked like me last night." So yeah, Justin Winters, like I was saying, he pulled that Bryce Hunter and Ronnie Shirk move coming into turn the kink turn there. But looks like maybe just not having the time. Yeah, looks like Justin Winters has pulled off the track. So it looks like Justin Winter's going to go ahead and pull himself to the hauler. Unfortunate turn of events there for that 9 machine. John Bradley Pill in the YouTube chat. Good to have you there, man.
Bradley.
Said, finally got to turn this on. Good to have you here. We should be having a stage break here in 1 or 2 laps.
It'll be 2 laps. Yeah.
Whoa, Matt Kemp off.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be the theme here. It's a road course, man. Everybody's going to be off tonight.
Yeah, you're going to see the cameras just kind of going through everywhere. I see a lot of drivers going off. I see a lot of stuff happening. I saw Brad Neer just had a little bit of an incident. So right now, it looks like Brandon Holder, looks like he's going to start pulling himself back out onto the track, Josh. Or I say that, looks like he's pulled it back to the, oh, yeah, he's getting his tires done. So 31 looks like he's going to come back out on the track. So good job for that 31. Unfortunate turn of events here early on in that race for him.
Yeah, but Aaron Smith loving this clean air right now. As if he just makes it 2 more laps, we'll have 2 lucky duck guys up here in the booth within a matter of 2 stages. So.
Yeah, and if you're that 7 of John Bradley Pill, you definitely know you want to see your teammates up here, you know, getting that winning positions, because you know, that's gonna really set you a lot of points with the team owner there.
Whoa, Matt Kemp, big trouble again. Looks like the 44 is going to check up for him and just go on by. Matthew T. Lee in the back of the picture. Good to see him recover after his early incident.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulled a lot of time between him and his teammate. 77 really falling back there a little bit, not having the same luck as his 04. Even though the 04 had a little bit of incident himself, the 77 just starting to fall back a little bit. Looks like Scott Fritz had a little bit of an incident. The 1 going to go off track, going to get passed by that 21 of Morgan Baird. So Scott Fritz also not liking what he's seeing in front of him. Alex Huffman going into turn 14 there, excuse me, I am all over in the wrong spots here now.
I thought that was turn 14 too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That was actually turn 9.
That much. I was like halfway looking at the live timing, and I look over and I heard you say turn 14. I was like, oh yeah, they must be coming up the hill. And then I saw him going down the hill, and I was like, wait, that's like turn 6.
Yeah, it's just all over. Turn 6, that's what it is. Turn 6, I said turn 9. I was looking at it upside down. Right now, the 70 going to be bringing it up the hill. Aaron Smith doing a good job starting where he come into the pole. So Aaron Smith doing a really good job. Yep. So white flag to the stage. Can Aaron Smith hang on to it, or does Zack Nichols have anything to offer to get back up here and take over that lead position and take home this Blanchard Towing Stage 2 win?
Realistically, I think Zack Nichols has the car under him tire-wise. Driver-wise, I think Zack does have the potential to get up there and, you know, get the stage win. Just don't think there's enough time and enough tire to do it. I just think he's going to be kind of limping this thing around here to get to the stage of break, excuse me. He's been on those tires, so it looks like Scott Fritz in the 21 just had an issue. Get back up here to your leader currently, Aaron Smith, going to get the braking going. It looks like a lot of those guys are using that rumble strip a lot more. I said whoever went wide earlier might have used it a little bit too much, but it seems like everybody is using that rumble strip a lot. I'm not one of those people that really uses it too. Maybe I do and I just don't notice it. I don't know. It's just probably one of those things you don't notice that you're using the rumble strip as much until you see some, oh man, the 04 in the same spot. Not as bad though. He was starting to pull up to the 54 of Matt Kemp, it looked like too.
Yeah, the only thing that I use in that corner is the tire barrier at the end of it.
Yeah,
that's about the only thing I use in that corner. Right now, Aaron Smith doing a really good job coming out of the carousel. Turns 9 going into turn 10. Doing a really good job holding on to this lead. We've got 15 laps to go. The stage break coming up at the end of this lap. So all the drivers gonna get managed back up together. We're gonna have a lot of fun for this last couple lap shootouts. It looks like Zack Nichols got a little wide. Look at that. Matt Kemp running really wide.
Everybody's getting wide. Oh my gosh.
Lee running wide.
Oh my gosh, man.
Let's see. Gabriel Ellison's going to be the only one.
Did you see the wobble Matthew
did.
he just had? Oh my goodness, man. My stomach
did.
dropped for him. It's like, you know, it's bad when I'm not even one driving the race car and my stomach dropped. But it looks like Aaron Smith out of turn 14 and up the hill is going to grab your stage 2 victory as the caution flag is out. And I know that because my mouse is flashing yellow. And I didn't know Logitech G-Hub. Didn't know Logitech G-Hub and iRacing was connected like that, but you know. Holla at me. And to be quite honest, Aaron Smith is not in Discord currently at the moment, so, yeah. He might, oh, no, yeah, he is. He's in Garage 3. He's in Garage 3.
I was about to start yelling at Swartz. I was about to say, Swartz, go get him. But, nope. Then we're good now. Never mind.
He's up in just Garage 3. Scroll through the Discord one more time and saw him. But we'll get a word with that 70 after the stage break here. Or, excuse me. It looks like Brian Terry's off trying to catch up.
I'm going to be picking at Brian about this. This is the only reason I'm showing this. I just want to pick at him.
Just a man trying to catch up for us.
Look at Brian Terry just going through the dirt, playing golf.
All right, and as your field is getting through here, we're going to go ahead and take it one more time to a side-by-side here. So enjoy these words from our sponsor. We'll get back to you here in just a moment. Should be able to see these green flag pit stops live here, or excuse me, caution pit stops live here, but we'll take a step away for just a moment and enjoy these words from our sponsor. We welcome you back here as you see drivers making their way down pit road here. That 70 of Aaron Smith going to try to make his way out of his first pit stall here. Your pole sitter, so he gets the best pit box in the house and a clean entrance from him. As from when I saw the 54 go up, Frankie was clipping through him, and I thought he hit him, even though ghosting, you know, does work in the pits. It just scared me. Look at that. 2 tires only for the 54 of Matt Kemp. He's going to take left sides only. And then there comes Aaron Smith. No, Zack Nichols and then Aaron Smith, excuse me. So maybe, nope, it looks like 2 tires for Matt Kemp. 4 tires for Zack Nichols, 4 tires for Aaron Smith, 4 tires for the rest of the field. But we're going to go ahead and bring up that 70 of Aaron Smith II. Have a word with our Stage 2 Blanchard's Towing winner. If I can remember how to move people. There we go. Aaron Smith, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I've got you.
Hey, man, we just saw an excellent drive there in Stage 2. You picked up the Blanchard's Towing stage victory there. And we're expecting to see that 70 machine go back to work here with these 2 no chance guys. We got Zack Nichols and Matt Kemp here in front of you. What's going to be your attack here going into the last stage of the race? And how are you going to tackle this, goodness. How are you going to tackle what you've got ahead of you here?
Well, I'm not sure what the tire strategy's like for all the other cars out here, but I know that I misread the tire count before the race, so I've taken tires both times, so I'm done for the race in terms of taking tire stops, but I'm going to get to the front as soon as possible and see what I can do from there.
Yeah, it seems like you've been able to get up in the front early tonight, man. You've been doing an excellent job. Sat on the pole here tonight, and overall, seems like you've been showing some great pace in what we've dubbed the school bus. And the 70s looking good tonight, man. And hopefully we'll be talking to you here soon, Aaron. Congratulations on that stage victory, and good luck here in the rest of the race. We know Road America's pretty grueling, man, and you're almost done. So make these last 10 count. So.
All right, thank you. It's been fun. Looking forward to the rest of it.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it as well. Again, congratulations, buddy, and hopefully we'll be talking to you here in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
All right, and that was Aaron Smith. As you just heard that driver say, get to the front and lead the race right here. That's what he wants to do. So short, simple, and to the point. Aaron Smith wants to be your leader here at the end of into the restart.
Yeah, do notice a couple of things going on with the stream right now. So I think iRacing is lagging really bad. So if you notice the game is lagging really bad, do apologize. Try to see if I can get it situated here in just 1 second. Yes, again, just want to say, do apologize if you are seeing a little bit of lag going on here with the stream. Having a little bit of issues with it, not really sure what's going on. It just all of a sudden hit a brick wall. So trying to figure out what's going on with that. Got the settings going on in the background, so trying to get it figured out. But right now we're still under this caution. We've got 12 laps to go here, so you see the pace lights are out. We'll be going green here before too long.
Just give it a minute.
All right, well, we are still experiencing a little bit of lag. Not sure what's going on with it, so do apologize, but we are getting it underway here. We're coming around the corners. We're going to be going green here in just 1 second. All right, we are going green. Everybody's coming up the hill. We are going green, green, green. 12 laps to go, drivers. So it looks like everything's kind of settled itself out here. You see Matt Kemp getting off to a really good jump. Actually, I say that Matt Kemp not getting off. Matt Kemp getting off to a really good jump. 44, Zack Nichols starting to fall off just a little bit. But whoa, a little bit of getting into the grass there from the 04. But the 77. Gabriel Ellison tried to peek his way in there. The 70, though, 70 of Aaron Smith doing a good job holding on to that third spot.
Yeah, we're going to see these drivers here really start to attack now. 10 laps to go. This next time by, it's going to be very, very aggressive road course racing here. You're going to see top-notch action, and you're going to see these guys putting it on the line here. They want this win. Is Matt Kemp going to be leading for, I want to say, his first time here tonight, actually. Oh, big car around. Mikey Neal. Oh, he's getting big contact. 88 of Adam Lancaster. You see the 06 and the 13, the 31 come through. The 31 should have driven this thing out to the gravel for all he cares. He's had enough contact tonight. Looks like the 94 hit him, then the 88 went off the front of the 76. Is that who that was? Yeah, I want to say that was Brad Neer. As we go back up here to the front, though, that 54 is starting to come under attack now to the 70, who is also coming to attack to the 44 and the 04. As we get it woed down here into the kink, they're going to go in a... Oh my goodness, man, that gets me every time.
Yeah, you see him really leaning it into the corner.
Oh, yeah, you just got to huck it. You got to huck it into that corner, full send. Matthew Lee going to peek to the inside of Aaron Smith here.
Out of that corner, trying to get her woed up. That 70 trying to get up here and get around that 44 Zack Nichols, but looks like Zack Nichols putting on a really good defense. Now also doing a really good job holding on to the back coattails of that 54. Matt Kemp can't get away from Zack Nichols. So that's something to watch out here for. These drivers coming up here with 10 laps to go, coming over the start-finish line. Going to have to really start seeing these drivers throw it out the window and trying to get around each other. As I want to say, I see Akamai Proctor in the YouTube chat saying, let's go, boys. Chris, Cup guys are kicking butt. Big ups to Chris and Josh in the booth. Boys and Race Carl and James for making this happen. What's up, Bluegrass Nation? Good to have you in that that YouTube chat there, buddy. And good to hear from you. We really appreciate the kind words. Sorry about the stream having a little bit of hiccup there, but I think we got it under control now. Everything looks like it's good and going, so we're still rock and rolling here, guys.
Yes, here comes the 04 as well.
As I was muted that whole time. Oh, no.
Well, that was awkward. Either way, As 44 going to make a big run past the 54 as he got loose on corner entry. Whoa! 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 Save her, buddy! Save her, buddy!
Yeah, Matt Kemp having a little bit of issues. Yeah, I do apologize if that little bit of a spill that I just went on there was muted. I just looked down and realized my mic was muted. So Morgan Bard, oh no, having a little bit of issues. Oh, seeing him go off the track. Going up the hill, you see the 70 trying to make a move on the outside of the 44, but he's going to cut that momentum off. It looks like going into turn 1, the 70 not having the momentum to take over the first position. So you're going to see him going down here into turn 2. Let's see if he's going to have any moves. Doesn't look like it. The 70 getting really loose coming out of the corner. See the 54 also getting really loose. So right now, Matthew Lee trying to get around that 54. He's got that 77 of Gabriel Ellis. And it looks like he's going to start trying to peek his way up in here too. But looks like he's starting to fall off just a little bit. Wyatt Brackett starting to close that gap up. As also as Ryan Campbell, who was in it last night, who lost it on the last lap. Unfortunate for him, but he's still looking good right now, sitting in that 7th spot.
As Matthew T. Lee just moved himself up into Matt Kemp right there. Or past Matt Kemp into 3rd place. There goes Kemp off the track.
As we watch that battle diving it down into the corner, you see the 04. 54 just getting really loose. The 04 has got the line on the inside. The 54 just jumping that. You're gonna see Matthew Lee get around him, and then coming up the hill, you're gonna see the 54 just get really wide, washing into the grass, and then lose a little bit of time. So right now, Gabriel Ellison gonna have a little bit of momentum to catch back up to that Matt Kemp machine.
Wide again out there, almost got her full sideways.
Right now, you've got Zack Nichols in that 1st position. You see right now Aaron Smith all over that back bumper, still trying to battle him for that 2nd position. Then Matthew Lee, who is about 2 9/10, almost 3 seconds back, his teammate of Aaron Smith, just having to battle it up, trying to catch back up to his teammate. Matthew Kemp, who you saw having a little bit of issues, having to fall off, getting all kinds of sideways and everything. Yeah, Matthew Lee in. 54 also in. So they're going to go ahead and pull these tires with 8 laps to go. Wyatt Brackett and Alex Huffman also down pit lane. Saw Sarah May saying, let's go Huffy. There he is. He's pulling into pit lane right now.
Surprised this 70 hasn't gotten past the 44 yet. With the fresh tires. Or no, they both are on fresh tires. I lied.
Yes, right now they're starting to pull that gap up just a little bit. You see a
Locked it
44
up.
having to get on those brakes really hard. Should see Zack Nichols and Aaron Smith both come down pit lane. You should see Zack Nichols and Aaron Smith come down pit lane. Gabriel Ellison, who's now got a 7-second gap between him, should also come down pit lane. See a lot of drivers getting off the track. Matt Grenier also going off going out off the track. Ryan Campbell, Matt Kemp also looks like he had a little bit of an issue back there. So Huffman going to get around that Matt Kemp machine. Zack Nichols still out in the lead coming into turn 14 up the hill. We'll see if that 44 machine decides to pull it down pit lane now or if he's going to have that 70 of Aaron Smith follow him, or if Aaron Smith's going to go down. Looks like Aaron Smith going down pit lane now. So Zack Nichols going to be out in the lead by himself with about an 8-second gap between him and that 77. So we'll see if his teammate 77 does not come down pit lane. So Gabriel Ellison going to go ahead and stay out. So now, right now, Zack Nichols, Gabriel Ellison are the closest together on older tires.
Yeah, Aaron Smith is in pit road, so should see Zack Nichols decide his pit stop on that now. Either he's going to react to it this lap or the next lap. We'll just see. But Frankie Barroso down the hill, he's sitting in third place. Sounds like Ryan Campbell going to come in this time. But, you know, Zack Nichols going to climb it down the hill. As this is where I think it can be the worst. This is where you, at least I used to make my most mistakes, was out on the track alone is where it can really come back to bite you, you know. When you're racing around a guy, you kind of got to be, you know, more aware. You got to pay attention a little bit because you don't want to wreck that guy beside you. But when you're out there on the track alone, sometimes you slip up just a little bit, and it can really catch you. I say that. There goes the 3 off the track. He's going to hit that little bit of a jump. The 54 definitely going to get the highest score for the most air off that jump tonight. But unless anybody knows about themselves flying over more than that, if you do, that'll just have to be one of those things you go back and... Yeah, I don't even really know how you're gonna find out about that, but just tell us. We'll talk about it, you know, next race. If you got a clip of it, that'd be pretty cool. But either way, the 44 are gonna get it into turn 11 here, go through 11A and 11B, get it set up for Canada corner here at lap 26, 7 to go. We'll see if he reacts to that pit stop here, or if he's gonna maybe try to stop as late as possible. With that clean air, he could possibly make up a lot of time if these other guys come out in some traffic.
Yeah, we'll see if that 44 decides to stay out a little bit longer
in
than
this
everybody
time.
else. Yep, you hear it now. In this time. So the 44 coming down pit lane. That should also be the sign for the 77 to come down pit lane. We'll see if he decides to bring it down.
He hasn't called it out.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. He's not going to. So 77 going to at least lead this lap. Yeah, going to lead at least this lap. So going to try to pick up that bonus just for leading the lap. So Gabriel Ellison out to the lead. Frankie Barroso right behind him. And then Zack Nichols, you saw coming down pit lane. Mo Abbott is currently going to assume that third position. You're going to have Zack Nichols coming out now. So Zack Nichols having that little bit of, it looks like maybe just a splash and go on fuel. So 7-second pit stop for Zack Nichols.
Aaron Smith. Here comes Aaron Smith. He's going to pass him. No, he's not. If there was like 200 more yards to the entry into turn 1, he passes him.
Yeah, but right now,
absolute perfect pit stop from Zack Nichols.
Yeah, you see him getting it slowed down, getting it back out in front of everybody. It looks like Scott Fritz, Matt Kemp going off the track.
You want to know what just kept him in the lead right there?
What's that?
I lied. Never mind. He actually had a slower pit lane time. I was looking at the wrong person. Never mind. I was going to say he had a faster pit lane time than 70, but 70 actually executed better on pit road, and still 44 just got out in front. I mean, he just got the right timing on it to get himself back into the position. Excellent stop, whether it be slower than the 70s by a second, still, and good stop from the 44. It could have been a lot worse. Races are won and lost on pit road. Ask Mark Martin that. Oh, Mikey Done Jr. around.
That should open the door for that Matt Kemp machine. He should get past him. You do see him get past it. So now the 7th position going to be taken over by Matt Kemp. But Gabriel Ellison still out on the track. So we'll see if him or Frankie Barroso are going to come down pit lane. Haven't heard anything from him yet. So we'll see.
They usually don't call out until coming around the last turn.
Okay, so we'll get word from that whenever they're coming around the last turn. But right now, Frankie Barroso all over the back bumper of that 77.
Neither of them called.
Yeah, neither of them called. So there you go. They're going to stay out. So Gabriel Ellison going to at least lead 2 laps. Frankie Barroso all over that back bumper, though. We should see a battle going into turn 1. 12 just getting out of it really early there, not wanting to battle that 77 into the corner like that. So going to go ahead and back out, like Josh said, Mo Abbott down pit lane. So Zack Nichols going to assume that third position. Good job on that 44 machine, really putting the work in. 70 of Aaron Smith, though, still all over that back bumper. Right now, your closest battle position is going to be that 77 and that 12 of Frankie Barroso. So we're going to see if these drivers come down pit lane this time. That's going to be the key. Or if they're going to try to stretch it to the end. You know, they do like to try to stretch it to the end. We have seen the past couple of races, drivers running out of fuel and not being able to make it to the end. So we'll see if the 77 has that same plan. I know if you're on that Lucky Ducks team, you're like, no, don't run out of fuel. But 77 has a game plan right now.
You know, he's probably just thinking, I'm going to stay out until we get a caution. Yeah, but good thing there's not cautions, so... he's never going to get one. Nah, just kidding. No, he's smarter than that. You know, usually on these road courses, we're going to use locally enforced cautions only, so if you see big wrecks, if it's anything that's going to be a detriment to the race, they're going to throw a caution, but, you know, usually iRacing, very good about being able to get track cleaned up pretty quickly. It just depends on, as they're going to pull up on the Brian Terry here. Ryan Campbell just wrecked.
Yeah, missing the front bumper, I see, in that 80 machine, so unfortunate. Wonder if it was in the same spot.
77 and 12 in.
77 and 12 in this time, so going to go ahead and pull the trigger on their pit stops. That should give the 77, he is about 18 seconds back. So he should be able to catch up and take over this lead. But right now, the 77 and the 12 both coming down pit lane. See how long they keep it down pit lane, or if they're just going to do the same thing, do a splash and go and get out. So right now, the 44 of Zack Nichols and the 70 of Aaron Smith pulling it up the hill. Gabriel Ellis and Frankie Barroso not going to make it out in time. They are still in the pit box, have not made it to their pit lane. So Zack Nichols going to assume the lead here with 4 laps to go. Aaron Smith still all over that back bumper.
I wouldn't say all over.
Well, all over the back bumper. Wouldn't say that, but just means, you know, in reference to everybody else on the track, he is on their back. He's on their back bumper compared to everybody else.
Metaphorically, but either way,
yes.
To answer your question, yes, his night ended in the same exact turn. But this time, Jimmy Allen got around. He came over the hill, crested, didn't see it because he was in the blind spot of the track right about here. He came over the hill. Jimmy Allen was right there. He swerved to miss and bam to that inside wall right there to the right. Ended his night. Him and Jimmy Allen both to the hauler.
Unfortunate for them too. This is one of those tracks, you know, road courses. It can be you just lose your focus for 1 split second, and that's all she wrote. You know, that's all she writes. You know, it can end just like that. So it's one of those things to watch for. These drivers trying to be on knife's edge while keeping the car straight and going through the corners as fast as they can. But Aaron Smith now falling back to about a 1.5 second gap between him and that 44 Zack Nichols. So looks like starting to fall off, lose a little bit of pace, that 70 is. But about 7 seconds back is his teammate of Matthew Lee. So the 04 Matthew Lee can still make up some time and get up here and mess around with these boys. We saw it last night, Josh, in the Xfinity race. We had a really big gap between Jason Collins and want to say it was the 4th place position. And, or no, excuse me, the 2nd place position. I don't have the stats pulled up. He said somebody was catching him, and he was like, yeah, I was just letting him catch it so that way it could be a little interesting. And he was like, yeah, no, it was really, you know, it was about a 15-second gap, so you can see him catch up really quick. But as I'm saying that, it looks like that gap's slowly starting to increase itself out. So Matthew Lee might not be able to make up that pace to that Zack Nichols machine.
Still behind Brian Terry, or have they not passed him yet?
Looks like Brian Terry.
He is
on
just now going a lap down.
Yeah, just so Brian Terry now going a lap down. The 44 Zack Nichols going around him. You'll see.
They caught up to him like 2 laps ago down the turn 11 straightaways.
Stage break. see the 70 of Aaron Smith?
I think they pitted right when they were about to pass him to lap him.
Ah.
That might have been what happened.
That might have
He
been
did
what you
pit
noticed.
earlier. He's been on a different pit strategy than everybody tonight, so.
Yeah, now this gap is really starting to increase between that 44 and that 70. Starting to see a lot of separation between them. Now down to a 2-second gap.
Yeah, that gap's starting to go up, 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 up. And it looks like Zack Nichols is the closer, man. 2.5 laps to go as he's halfway through this. I would say halfway through this course. I'm just guessing. 14 turns. He's in turn 6 coming, or turn 5 right here in just a moment. Turn 7 will technically be like the carousel area, I guess. I don't know. I don't got my track map pulled up at the current moment, so oops. 7, yes. Okay, now we're halfway. There we go. So,
Yeah, now pulling through the carousel. Aaron Smith still in that second spot, but that gap, like we said, to Zack Nichols, now slowly starting to just gap itself out. It was about a 1.9 second gap, now out to a 2.15 second gap. So that gap just slowly starting to get a little bigger and bigger. Matthew Lee, though, he's got it out to about a 7.5 second gap. Had it almost out to a 9-second there for one point. Now starting to slowly reel in his teammate Aaron Smith, but Wyatt Brackett, he's going to be the closest to him, about 8 seconds back, and then Gabriel Ellison going to round out your top 5. About 2 seconds back from Wyatt Brackett, about 10 seconds back from his teammate of Matthew Lee. So going to have a lot of driving if he wants to get up here and mess. Whoa, you see the 12 getting really loose.
Is willing that thing right now. We know you're in front of that 54, man.
Whoa,
oh, Gabriel
77 off. 54 getting around.
Got loose, trying not to go up there and hit him.
Yeah, so to see the 77 just having a little bit of hiccup there. Not really sure. Maybe just missed that braking zone. Got in a little hot. Was just not able to make that corner. But with 2 laps to go, we've got Zack Nichols out in the lead. Aaron Smith now to a 3-second gap, 2.9 second gap. So really starting to show that that tire fall off for that 70 is starting to show its ugly head. He might not be able to keep up with that 44 here.
Yeah, 3-second gap now. It's about a second a lap. Man, Aaron Smith has done an excellent job in the school bus all night, man. It looks like he might come up just a couple laps short here. Excellent in stage 1, excellent in stage 2. Your pole sitter for here tonight. But Zack Nichols doing what he does best, man. Giving these boys no chance. I guess that's why they are No Chance Motorsports.
That would be a good reason for it. Right now it's still about a 3-second gap. So Zack Nichols has got that Aaron Smith machine, separated now enough to where he can kind of go on a little bit of a conserve line. So you might see that 44 go on a conserve line. But good to see all these drivers doing a really good job here tonight. Like we were saying earlier in the stream, we know that these road courses, man, they can just be a handful and a half. And a lot of these drivers just having a lot of issues going on with it, Not liking that turning left, turning right, turning left, turning right. Not like, whoa, the 70 getting really loose coming out of that turn. But, just a lot of drivers not really liking the road courses. But Zack Nichols doing 16 spots, moving himself up 16 spots, doing a really good job. So Zack Nichols showing why he has that pro license.
Excellent job, yeah, exactly. You've got to be able to drive everywhere if you want to get a pro license on this event. He's done an excellent job so far here tonight. Gotta say, Chris, for that man to have a pro license and a lot of the guys that we have in this league, it shows the amount of talent that Bluegrass has. I mean, you've got some guys here with, A-class. I mean, just, not that it's a bad number at all, because it's honestly my number, about a, anywhere from the 1600s to the 2000 I ratings, which you look at that, and that's considered kind of the average I rating for a decent racer on here. So that just shows the amount of talent we have, man. You've got a lot of guys that really are nowhere near close to that license rating, and they put it to Zach every week, man. They kind of make him work hard for these. We've seen Gabriel, as Matthew Lee just went off track big time. That's going to lose him about 6-7 seconds to Wyatt Brackett. Still has about a 6-second lead on him. But this is your white flag lap, man. Zack Nichols is going to come around turn 5 up the hill and take that left-hander under the Corvette sign. And just kind of try to make it through the rest of this lap. He's got a 3-second gap to Aaron Smith, who I'm sure is either conserving himself here or just driving the absolute wheels off that car to just hope that Zack makes any type of mistake here. But I still got to say, if this ends how the way it is, 1, 2, and 3, Zack Nichols, Aaron Smith, and Matthew Lee, excellent race from all these boys here tonight, as they have just done an excellent job. Matthew Lee, he's got Frankie Barroso closing in on him with his little bit of troubles he's had.
Yeah, but with the white flag out, will he have any kind of things to shove to that Matthew Lee machine? Doesn't look like he's going to have it. About a 3-second gap. As I say that, though, that gap's slowly starting to close in. So Matthew Lee might be having an issue with that car. I see the gap separated now down to about 5 seconds. So now to a 2.3-second gap. So Frankie Barroso might have something if Matthew Lee has a little bit of an issue. But we'll go back up here on board with that 44 of Zack Nichols. You see him getting really loose coming up the turn. Probably just that putting the foot to the floor, getting excited.
Look at that. The 21, his teammate, going to move out of the way. But the No Chance Motorsport, Zack Nichols, after a 1-week off break, he is going to see the checkered flag. He is going to come and grab the win here at Road America. And what an excellent job from the No Chance Motorsports 44 of Zack Nichols. Aaron Smith, the second, going to take second place. And as we see coming up the hill, and very close in that last lap, Matthew T. Lee, by the skin of his teeth, going to take that P3 spot and round out your podium. Frankie Barroso taking P4 and about 4 seconds back, going to be Wyatt Brackett and co. Heard Jason just say it's a little bit different than what we're used to going roundy round. Like we don't go roundy round normally, but it's just circle. It's all circles, man, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's all circles. It's just how you get there. Scott Fritz pulling it around. Where you going, Scott? You got to finish the race.
Finish the race in pit road.
Mikey Neal Jr. going to pull himself around in that 14th position. David Sheets in the 06. Looks like he's going to finish in that 6th spot. Morgan Bard going to be in that 16th spot. Sorry, I said David Sheets was in the 15th spot. Then Brian Terry looks like he's going to be in 17th. Looks like that's going to be all the drivers that are out on the track. So we're going to wait for that 13 machine, looks like.
Yeah, we have a minute and 30 remaining before the checkered flag is out 100%. So we'll wait to go through your grid as these boys are finishing up.
Yeah, it won't let me pull the grid up until everybody is done. So
well, it just went from a minute and 30 of remaining time to now saying 2 hours and 33 minutes. If you guys want to wait that long for the grid, that's up to y'all. But me and Chris are just going to be here waiting. So, nah, I'm just kidding. It looks like we do have some guys starting to get into the staging area. We'll give them a moment here before we get to your post-race interviews. But, man, I got to say, that's a freaking fun night here at Road America.
Yeah, minus all the little bit of hiccups, but hey.
Excuse me, I had a big stretch there.
Everything worked out. We got it situated, and we had a lot of fun here tonight. That's one thing that we really have always looked forward to with these Bluegrass boys, always having fun. You see Brian Terry in that red rocket machine getting her slowed down. It looks like Brian Terry is the only one that's left out on the track. So the 13 pulling around into the turn 14, coming up the hill. Brian Terry gonna take that 17th position up pit lane.
Into pit lane. All that hype up for him to just say, all right, getting out of this sim rig and going and get me a sweet tea and sitting back and watching whatever I don't know. I'm just bull grabbing y'all guys. But either way, we're gonna get through your post race grid here, and then get to your interviews here because we got everybody ready. As Zack Nichols gonna take first, Aaron Smith gonna take second tonight, Matthew T. Lee gonna take third with Frankie Barroso in fourth. Wyatt Brackett gonna finish fifth with Gabriel Ellison sixth, Matt Kemp seventh, Alex Huffman eighth. Hey, the 8 machine finishing eighth. Good job by Alex. We know he's not really the best road course racer, he says, so good job on him. I think that's Alex that says that. Mo Abbott going to finish ninth. If not, sorry, Alex. Ed Shearer going to finish 10th. Matt Grenier going to finish in that 11th with Brad Neer. Finishing near that top 10, he's going to finish in 12th. Scott Fritz going to finish 13th with Mikey Neal Jr. in that 14th. David Sheets going to finish in 15th with Morgan Bard in that 16th spot. Brian Terry going to finish 17th. Dustin Slider 18th with CJ Mason 19th. Jimmy Allen 20th. Ryan Campbell 21st with Adam Lancaster 22nd. Justin Winters 23rd and Brandon Holder rounding out your field here tonight in that 24th spot. So we're going to go ahead and get that 44 of Zack Nichols, your race winner here tonight. Have a word with him. Zack Nichols, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Man, oh man, what a hell of a race there. That was one of those races here in stage one. It looked like it was going to be all the Lucky Duck guys. We saw, Aaron Smith, Gabriel Ellison, especially Matthew T. Lee showing a lot of speed there in stage one and stage two. But it seemed like with a little bit of strategy, with some good tire saving, you guys were able to come through in stage three, and you were able to pick yourself up the win here tonight when it mattered. And Zach, I got to say, awesome race from you. And how was it going out there on Road America tonight? It's one of those tracks I feel like is pretty fun in the Cup cars to race around a lot of comfortable guys.
Yeah, we messed up qualifying, so we had to start way at the back, and a lot of people went off in the first couple corners, which helped us out a lot, being able to pick them off. But yeah, we got up to I think third before stage one ended, and I was actually really surprised about that. And we put on some tires and went for stage two, or no, we didn't take tires for stage two because we thought that tires would matter in this last stage, but we found out they didn't. So yeah, we changed the strategy mid-race, and it played off.
Hey, sometimes plan A goes to plan B, goes to plan C. You never know. So that's the beauty of racing, and you guys handled it perfect. It seemed like all night you definitely had a comfortable race car under you and had a very, very comfortable grasp of the track. We saw teammates in Morgan and, Matt Kemp, that is, go off track a couple times, but it seemed like overall you were able to keep your cool under you, and overall, they say cooler heads prevail. Able to pick up that coveted win here tonight at Road America after the off week too, man. You're just coming back in here flexing on them.
Yeah, I missed last week because I had to go to PRI, a big old racing convention, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it's good to come back strong and hopefully make our way back towards the points lead.
Heck yeah, man. Well, it's always exciting to see that 44 pick up a win, man. Wicked fast. A lot of guys, in this just me in general. We learn a lot from you watching you, sling that thing around here on the racetrack pretty fast. And again, congratulations, man, coming 16 spots after the little bit of a butch qualifying. And hey, Zach, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you go, the usual, you're more than welcome to throw them out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting. It's always fun to go back and watch them. I'd like to thank my dad for, I think he's watching. If not, then I don't know why.
Pretty sure he is.
The league admins for putting this stuff on. It's a ton of fun. And I don't want to thank my teammates because they were going off track and yelling in my ear every lap, so it's hard to concentrate.
Sounds like me and your teammates have a lot in common. But hey, either way, man, thank you for the kind words, Zach. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. And hey, we're excited that we're gonna let you guys get to a little bit of a 2-week break here, but more than excited to come back to the racing. But enjoy your holidays, man. Hopefully you have a good 2-week break here from the Bluegrass, and when you get back, hopefully we'll see that 44 back in victory lane.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a good holidays as well.
Thank you, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll be seeing you, Zach.
Yep, thank you.
All right, and that was Zack Nichols. Going to go ahead and bring in stage 2 winner, correct? Yeah, stage 2 winner, Aaron I don't know why I said Aaron T. Smith. Aaron Smith, and have a word with him. Aaron Smith, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Hey, man. Well, it seemed like after that stage 2, we saw a little bit of strategies coming from all the other teams, and you guys might have just had a little bit of, fell just a little bit short there on pit exit. We saw that you guys were actually faster on y'all's pit stop, just wasn't able to make up that 2 seconds on track. It seemed like was just there on Zach's pit exit. Do you think maybe you could have had just a little bit more of a drive, or maybe just made up a little bit more time before your pit entry? We could be talking about a different scenario here at the end of this race. And where did it kind of go wrong there in stage 3 that we saw that 70 machine lose a little bit of its speed?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I felt like I saved pretty well at the start of the run with my tires when I was going around the second and third place cars there on the restart. But yeah, I botched that pit exit pretty hard. I got out in front of Mikey and just missed the first 2 corners after my pit exit, and so that definitely didn't help the tires. But I'm glad we were able to finish it in second this time around. Coda was not too good for me, so
Oh
this
yeah.
it's a good step up.
Yeah, it's a good redemption when you come back on a road course and you finish solid after kind of a crappy run. But hey, you did an excellent job tonight, man. I mean, you grabbed pole here in a very talented field this season, and you ran around here very well. It's hard to get around a track like Road America, and then either way, man, you came home second. I mean, we know you're probably wanting that one extra position there at the end of the race, but either way, that's nothing to hang your head at going into the 2 week break here. You've got a lot to think about, a lot to get going before we get back here on out on the track. But hey, again, congratulations on not only the pole, man, but just putting an excellent run out there with those no chance guys and your teammates. All your teammates looked very strong tonight.
Oh, certainly. They're always pretty strong week by week, but fortunately we were able to be the strongest this time.
Yeah, y'all looked excellent out there on the track, man. Well, Aaron, after tonight's second place, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout-outs, any of the usuals you want to throw out there, you're more than welcome to get them out there, buddy, and we'll let you get on your way here tonight.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank the folks of the Bluegrass series for putting this show on, y'all for broadcasting, and the folks at Lucky Ducks for letting me run this car this week. And I'm looking forward to Sonoma. That'll be my last race of the season, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, hey, Aaron, again, enjoy your 2 weeks off here. Enjoy your holidays, man, and hopefully we'll be talking to that 70 machine up here soon after the season break.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, man. All right, and that was Aaron Smith. Going to go ahead and bring up Matthew T. Lee and have a word with that 04. Matthew T. Lee, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, guys.
Hey, man, you guys look strong all night in the Lucky Duck camp, but it seemed like that 04 machine just having a little bit of trouble there after stage 1 victory, keeping it on the track a little bit. We saw a couple times up in turn 6, you washing out a little bit wide. Was it just maybe the tires, just running the tires a little bit too much, or was it just heating the brakes up too much? It seemed like you were just kind of losing a little bit of grip there, trying to push to get back some of those positions later in the race, excuse me.
Yeah, the first time I did it there at the beginning of stage 2, I was trying to get past the lap car there, or the car that had old tires, and I forgot to reset my brake bias for the beginning of the run with the fresh tires, and it just back end of it got away from me there.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell it sent some momentum into the corner because you spun around like a spin top there for a second. But either way, you got it gathered back up, and you were able to manage a third place finish here tonight, which is a very good recovery. I would say so myself. I don't even think I would have been able to manage a top 10. I'd have probably yelled F4 as soon as I drove it off into the grass. That's how rage quit I am sometimes. But hey, either way, that's not about me. It's about you tonight, man, because you did an excellent job picking up that third place. And I got to say, it seemed like, the Lucky Duck guys, I said it to Aaron just a moment ago, all had that speed here tonight at Road America. Just unfortunately, both of y'all come up short here, one position, each from where y'all both qualified. But, other than that, got to say it was a good run, good recovery from your early incidents. And, yeah, just a hell of a race from your side to be able to will that thing back up to a third place.
Yeah, it was definitely a good run for us. Zach had us covered, man. Like, his long run pace was pretty insane. I thought Aaron had something for him there, and it was still boggled just how fast Zach was on the long run. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like sometimes you're like, go check that guy's PC, man. He's way too fast. But either way, man, enough of the joking around.
You said it, not me.
Hey, everybody thinks it sometimes. You see these guys like, how are they that freaking fast, man? Like they're cheating. This isn't legal. But either way, man, we saw an excellent race from all you guys out there tonight. That was a very good race on the road course. A way big step up from Coda. We saw some great racing at Coda, but tonight here we saw a lot more of that pack racing. I got to say, it's fun to watch you guys get out there and go on the rights and lefts. But Matthew, if you've got any final words, shouts, or shout outs or thoughts before we let you get going here tonight, you're more than welcome to go ahead and throw them out there.
Yeah, just thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast, Jason for putting this on. The guys at Martin Sports for everything they do. Anyone look for some sim racing gloves, jerseys, anything like that, check them out. MartinSports906.com, Shenandoah Shine, Coney Setup Shop, all the guys at Lunatic Racing, and hope everyone out there has a good Christmas.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, man, we're excited to see that 04 once we get back from our little bit of our holiday break here. Have a good holiday yourself, Matthew, and we're excited to see what you got cooked up for us after this little bit of a break, and hopefully we'll be seeing that 04 up here in the Bluegrass booth here in the future.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. All right, and that was our last interview of the night, Matthew T. Lee. Well, Chris, do you have any final words for the Bluegrass faithful before we let them get going here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to Jason, to all the guys in the background. Y'all knew who I'm talking about. For all the help that y'all have, given to me and Josh. Just want to give a really big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube. Appreciate you sticking out through that little bit of a hiccup during that second stage break, but hey, at least it happened during the stage break and not during the race, and we still had it going on. So it's good to have everything go smoothly, though. Just a big shout out to again Jason and everybody out there doing the race control and all these drivers out here, man, just doing a really good job on this road course. I know how much of a pain in the butt it can be, especially listening to Matthew Lee. You can hear him just basically going, after everything he was saying, just like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm done. So I know these boys are ready to get it over with. Just want to give a big shout out again to everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever y'all celebrate. We really appreciate everybody being a part of this. Can't wait till this break's over because we got some surprises cooked up for you. Also, a big shout out to LNS Customs for always being an awesome sponsor, as they always are. ButtKicker for also being an awesome sponsor. Kinder Performance Group and Rims One Performance for always, letting us be able to do this and have the opportunity to sit here and have a lot of fun every week. So big shout out to them. And again, just a happy holidays to everybody out there in the Bluegrass land.
Indeed, indeed. Well, that is going to be all for me and Chris here tonight up here in the Bluegrass booth. Got to say a big thank you to all the YouTube and Facebook fans. If you're on that YouTube, hit subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live over here on the YouTube, which won't be for about 2 weeks. Facebook as well. But hey, just got to say big thank you to all the fans. Big thank you to all the drivers here tonight. And it's been an awesome week from Worldwide up to Road America here tonight. And got to say, we are excited to see you guys after the 2 weeks. Enjoy your holidays, and we will see you back at Bluegrass here in 2 weeks.